Welcome back, Kryptonians, to the Chart Experts continuing coverage of Bitcoin and the crypto charts and the wider markets in this case. So, in this video, I'm just going to start off by looking at the Nasdaq E-mini futures. This is a proxy for the actual Nasdaq index. So, as I've mentioned in previous videos, we are expecting for these markets to continue to sell off. And that's going to have a ripple effect into the crypto markets. So it's incumbent upon us to keep our eye on these markets. Now, I could go on for hours in terms of looking at charts, but I'm just going to give you a quick idea of what we're looking for in terms of this particular market. So we've seen quite a dramatic sell-off. We do not see this sell-off ending here. We do expect for this market to continue to break support levels. So this level at 11,000 we're expecting to be broken to the downside. Okay, and the next support level comes in at roughly about 9K. So that's quite a dramatic jump, really, down to the next support level. That's 18%. And whatever happens in these types of markets, these wider, more widely held markets, has a very strong effect on the crypto markets as well. So 18% is going to be like a sledgehammer, basically, on the crypto markets. Okay, so that being said, let's move on to the Bitcoin chart. Okay, so I've told you what we're expecting in terms of the Nasdaq index, and if we mirror that same drop, just the same drop onto Bitcoin, we can see that Bitcoin should hit around about 15,500. Okay, so we are, as I've continued to say in our previous videos, that we are expecting for Bitcoin to continue to sell off. But there are support levels here. Now, the more interesting question is what's going to happen when the wider markets sell off. Will these support levels, which we would ordinarily expect to hold, will those actually hold up under that extreme selling pressure and wider negative sentiment that we are going to see in terms of the US indices? Okay. Now, again, in all of our videos, what we say to you is, look, we don't give you the it could go up, it could go down, it could go sideways, and we don't know, and blah, blah, blah. We tell you which way the market is likely to be headed, and it is down. Okay, very clearly. You can follow all those other millions of channels with millions of subscribers, and they won't give you very clear understandings of where they think the markets are headed. They'll give you moving averages which don't work. They'll give you all sorts of other indicators which don't work and which you should have worked out by now that don't work. The whales, the billionaires that run these markets, they do not give two hoots about your moving averages. They simply buy and sell, and we have to figure out where they're likely to be buying and where they're likely to be selling, and so on. Yes, these are important levels where we would expect for these whales to be adding to their positions, presumably, but bearing in mind the fact that the wider markets are going to be selling off quite strongly, I have a suspicion that maybe these levels, which should hold up, maybe will temporarily not hold up. Now, what we could have is something like this, for example, where the market gets sold off into and then wicks back up again. to meet these levels. Okay, so that's a possibility. And it's going to be interesting to see how this market unfolds, really, because we do expect for the markets, the wider markets, and also the crypto market to continue to sell off. But as I mentioned, these are important support levels which should not be ignored, and I don't think the market will ignore them. I just think that maybe, bearing in mind the wider sentiment, we might sell off through these levels and then come back to them. I hope this is helpful. If it is, please give the video a thumbs up. Please share and subscribe. Hey, this is Asim at the Chart Experts, wishing you every success. Take care of yourself and your crypto and all your friends, family, and loved ones. Bye-bye.